characters, whatever characters we have, that has to be converted into ones and zeros. Then you can use the encryption algorithm. Okay. So my plain text will be in form of ones and zeros. Will be in the form of ones and zeros. Okay. So what will happen in the stream cipher and what will happen in the block cipher? We'll see one by one. Okay. So first we'll start with the stream cipher. So as the name suggests, it is a stream. That is, we are converting the plain text, or we are working on the plain text and converting that each and every bit. Okay. So stream cipher में क्या होता है? In the stream cipher, there is a bit by bit conversion of plain text. There is bit by bit. There is bit by bit conversion. There is bit by bit conversion. Okay. Bit by bit conversion of plain text to cipher text. Now, even though I have written plain text and even though I have written cipher text, plain text रहो या फिर cipher text रहे, वो हमको चाहिए ones and zeros में. वो हमको चाहिए ones and zeros में. So whatever I am writing down, even though I am writing down the text, but you should know that it is in the form of ones and zeros. So bit by bit conversion of plain text into cipher text is called as stream cipher. Is called as stream cipher. Okay. अब मैं जब bit by bit की बात करता हूँ, in some of the textbook they have also written byte. They have also written byte. But to be more specific, they have written 1 byte. They have written 1 byte. Okay. अब 1 byte का मतलब होता है, you know that 1 byte equals to 8 bits. Equals to 8 bits. Okay. So whatever the plain text message you have, okay, first you should consider first 8 bits. Then you should consider the next 8 bits. Then you should consider the next 8 bits. Okay. So every conversion of plain text into cipher text, it is bit by bit. But first thing is that it is done on bit by bit. Means if I'm having a plain text message, suppose it is 1011 0111, so it is 8 bits, that is 1 byte. So first thing is that we have to convert each bit into cipher text bit by bit, into bit by bit. Okay. But the first thing is that we should have 1 byte at a time. We should have 1 byte at a time. Okay. So some of the textbooks they refer 1 byte, or you can write down bit by bit. There is no harm because it is a stream. It is a stream. Other than stream, it will be block. Other than stream, it will be the block. Okay. So what actually happens in the stream cipher, we'll see today. Okay. The definition is bit by bit conversion of plain text to cipher text. So what actually happens in the cipher stream cipher, we'll see now, or else we'll draw the block diagram, then we'll try to understand that concept. तो उसमें क्या होता है? We have, again, I am doing the encryption at the sender side. I am doing the decryption at the receiver side. I am using the key at the sender side, and the same key is used at the receiver side. So in the stream cipher, mostly we go with the symmetric encryption. We go with the symmetric encryption. So what will be there? You have bits stream. Please draw along with me. Bit stream generation. Bit stream generation algorithm. I will tell you what is this bit stream algorithm. Bit stream generation algorithm. This is nothing but this will generate the key. This will generate the key. Then we are doing XOR operation. We are doing the XOR operation on your plain text. We are doing XOR operation on the plain text. So this is XOR operation. Then whatever the output we get, we know that this is a cipher text. We know that is a cipher text. This cipher text is then given to the receiver. In the receiver also we do. So receiver का मैं अलग से बनाता हूँ. In the receiver also we do XORing. We do XOR operation. But this XOR operation is done cipher text along with the key, and this key and this key are the same. This key and this key is the same. And here what we have, here also we have bit stream generation algorithm. अभी आपको ये समझ में आएगा कि दो की सेम है उसका मतलब क्या है. And whatever you get, that becomes your plain text. So please draw this, then we'll be able to understand what is this bitstream generation algorithm. So you can assume this as sender A. So this is sender A, and this is receiver B. Receiver B. Everyone has drawn. Shall I proceed?
No suggestion.
Okay, draw. Okay, now listen. Now whatever I'll be explaining you, please pay attention. This is called as a bit stream generation algorithm. This is also called as a bit stream generation algorithm. Now, actually, for example, आपका प्लेन टेक्स्ट जितने साइज का रहेगा, आपका प्लेन टेक्स्ट जितने साइज का रहेगा, फॉर एग्जांपल मेरा प्लेन टेक्स्ट है 8 बिट का, your key should be also of 8 bit. Your key should be also of 8 bit. So it means that your plain text and your key should be of the same length. सबसे पहले बात ये है, they should be of the same length. Okay. Now plain text तो मेरा मैसेज है जो मुझे भेजना है रिसीवर बी को. Now how this key is generated? Now this key is generated randomly. This key is generated randomly. But see that whatever is generated here randomly, the same key should be generated here randomly. इसका मतलब ये की और ये की सेम होनी चाहिए. इसका मतलब सेंडर जो की यूज कर रहा है वो सेंडर ने रिसीवर को भी वही की देनी चाहिए. That is the meaning. So what is this bitstream generation algorithm? Bitstream generation algorithm is the algorithm in which your 8 bit will be generated randomly. Suppose एक प्लेन टेक्स्ट के लिए मैंने एक randomly 8 bit generate किया. Suppose दूसरे प्लेन टेक्स्ट के लिए I will generate some other random 8 bits. The same thing should be also done here. Okay. So in short, I will say this key what will be randomly generated for the same plain text should be the same for the receiver also. Okay. तो मुझे यहाँ पे सिर्फ यही एक emphasize करना है कि bitstream generation algorithm है. This is the algorithm which will generate random 8 bits depending upon the size of plain text. अगर आप 16 bit use कर रहे हो तो randomly you will be generating 16 bit here. And the same key should also generate the same 16 bits. That is the meaning. Okay. So क्या करना है? आपको पता है की है, then you have plain text, then you should do XOR operation. Okay. XOR operation जो output देगा, that is your ciphertext, and ciphertext is also of 8 bit. ऐसा कभी नहीं होगा कि plain text और ciphertext अलग अलग है. Whatever the plain text you have 8 bit, that will be of ciphertext is also of 8 bit. Okay. And same thing, ciphertext is given to the receiver. Here also we are doing the XOR operation along with the key. Okay. And after doing the XOR option, what do you get? We get plain text, and this plain text and this plain text should be the same if you are doing the proper encryption, if you are using the proper encryption. Okay. Now how I will explain you with an example. We'll see the example now. For example, if I am taking, I'm taking an example now. For example, if I am taking the plain text as suppose 11001101. How many bits? 8 bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can write down along with me. 11001101. So 8 bits. So this is my plain text. And suppose my key that is K. Suppose my key is, which is randomly generated by the stream bit stream generation algorithm, and if the key generated is suppose 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1. Okay, this is the randomly generated key. If this is a randomly generated key, okay, then if I do the XOR operation, so I hope you know the XOR operation. I will write it down here. XOR operation 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. If the two bits are different, then we have 1. If the two bits are same, we have 0. This is a XOR operation. Okay, I will repeat XOR operation 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. If the two bits are different, we have output as 1. If the two bits are same, we have output as 0. This is XOR operation. Now with this understanding, we'll do it here. 1 and 1 0 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 0 1. So whatever I'm getting, can I say this is my ciphertext? Yes, this is my ciphertext. Now ciphertext अभी रिसीवर में क्या होता है, ये ciphertext आपको मिल गया. Now XOR करो फिर से, what, with the same key, K. What is the same key? 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1. Do the XOR operation. So once we do the XOR operation, 0 1 1 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1 1 1 0 0 1 1. So this is the received plain text. And if you see carefully, this plain text, this is a received plain text and this is a transmitted plain text. They are the same. So can I say, ये जो portion है, this is happening at the encryption side, और ये जो portion है, this is happening at the decryption side. Okay, so this is happening at the encryption, this is happening at the decryption. So sender side and receiver side. If it is okay, shall we proceed further? But if you have any questions, please ask. Shall we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we'll go with the block cipher.
Excuse me, sir.
हाँ बोलो.
This is only for 8 bits. Like अगर 16 bits ऐसा कुछ आया तो.
हाँ 16 बिट रहेगा तो पहला 8 बिट लेना, उसको कन्वर्ट करना, दूसरा 8 बिट लेना. पर लेकिन यहाँ पे आपको देखने को मिलेगा हर एक बीट बाय बीट वी आर कन्वर्टिंग. Every bit by bit we are converting. Okay, even though we have taken 1 byte or 8 bits, but we are converting plain text into ciphertext bit by bit. That is the meaning. Okay. हाँ, और एक बात आपने देखा होगा, अगर की जो मैं यूज कर रहा हूँ सेंडर में, अगर उसमें से एक भी जरा सा बिट गलत हो गया रिसीवर में, don't you think that the received plain text will be different from what you are transmitting? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So always see that sender and receiver should have the same key. That is the meaning. We'll go to the next one, that is a block cipher. We'll go to the block cipher now. अभी block cipher में क्या होता है? This is block by block. So conversion from plain text to the ciphertext, block by block. So it is block by block conversion. conversion. This is block by block conversion. So for example, if I'm having the plain text, suppose it is of 128 bits. If it is a 128 bits, you have to cut down this into different blocks of equal sizes. You have to cut down into blocks of equal sizes, so that this first block will be converted into the cipher text, that is C1. The second block will be converted into C2. The third block will be converted into C3. Okay, so C1 plus C2 plus C3. So this is the final cipher text, which consists of C1, C2, C3, where C1 is the corresponding cipher block or cipher text from block B1. C2 is the corresponding cipher text from block B2, and C3 is the corresponding cipher text from block 3. Okay, so 128 bits you can divide into equal blocks, and block by block conversion will be done. Block by block conversion will be done. Now, what should be the block size? Now the question arises: what should be the block size? Now your block size depends upon what algorithm you are using. So depending upon algorithm, there are definite block sizes. Depending upon what algorithm you are using, we have different block sizes. Okay, so we have to understand what are the different modes of conversion. So we have to understand what are the different modes of conversion. What are the different modes of conversion of block, or block converted into from plain text to cipher text? So what are the different modes of conversion? So there are block cipher modes. So we'll see what are the different modes. Please write down. Number one, this is ECB. The first mode is called as ECB, which stands for electronic code book. Okay, electronic code book. Second one, it is CBC. So CBC stands for cipher block chaining. The third one, it is OFB. OFB stands for output feedback. Number 4, CFB, and CFB stands for cipher feedback. And number 5, that is last one, that is counter mode. So these are the different algorithms, and every algorithm will have their definite size of the block. Okay, so they are called as the block cipher modes. First one is this is the normal one, which mostly used. This is a normal operation. This is a normal process. The first one, which is called as electronic code book. Second one is called as CBC, which is cipher block chaining. Third one is OFB, which is output feedback. Fourth one is CFB, which is cipher feedback. Fifth one is counter mode. Okay, so we'll see one by one. Shall I rub this?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll start with the first one. Rather than heading as first as ECB, the first one is ECB. ECB. The first one is ECB, and all of you draw this diagram. So we have plain text. Block diagram is self-explanatory. Then you have encryption algorithm. Then we are getting ciphertext. मेरे साथ बनाओ फटाफट. Ciphertext. Okay. So this plain text will be said as P1 and the ciphertext will be said as C1. Then again you have plain text. Then you have encryption algorithm. I'm writing in short. Encryption algorithm. Then we have ciphertext. So this is P2 converted into C2 and dot. Last we have Pn and ciphertext is Cn. Pn and Cn. Pn and Cn. So फटाफट बनाओ. आज के लेक्चर में मुझे पांचों के पांचों करने हैं, इसलिए फटाफट बनाओ. Yes, I will explain. This is simple. Try to understand. You have a plain text. So this plain text is nothing but the block. Okay. For example, जैसे मैंने बताया था, suppose I am having 128 bits. मेरा total plain text है 128 bits में. तो इसको मैं काम करता हूँ, इसको 2 में कन्वर्ट करता हूँ. 64 bits, 64 bits. तो मेरे ब्लॉक्स कितने हो गए? 2. तो you consider the 64 bits as block 1 या फिर plain text 1 and you consider this block as block 2 which is P2. So 64 and 64 hold together 128 bits. So 128 bits has been split into 2. Okay. Then it is given to the encryption algorithm. This diagram is not complete because I have to use key. So this key and how many keys we are going to use, they will be the same. Okay. So with the use of key encryption algorithm, then we are converting to ciphertext. Once it is converted into ciphertext, okay, we have got C1. जैसे ये ब्लॉक के लिए क्या था वैसे सेकंड ब्लॉक के लिए करो. We get C2 डॉट जितने ब्लॉक्स है वैसे सब करो. लास्ट में आएगा Pn Cn. Okay. So ultimately P1 P2 P3 dot Pn equals to the ciphertext C1 C2 C3 dot Cn. So nothing more in this. हाँ, ये तो हो गया मेरे सेंडर में. रिसीवर में इसका रिवर्स. ओके. ciphertext मिला, बाद में decryption algorithm by using the same key. Then from ciphertext we are getting the plain text. Okay, and same thing will be repeated at the receiver side. So whatever we are doing here, the reverse will be done at the receiver side. Shall I rub this?
Yes sir.
Okay. फटाफट ड्रॉ करो. मैं जब बोलता हूँ मेरे साथ ड्रॉ करो तभी ड्रॉ किया करो, फिर फटाफट हो जाएगा. Yes. Then we'll go with the second one. The second one is your CBC. So CBC stands for cipher block chaining. Chaining. अभी हमको chain बनाना है. वो chain कैसा बनेगा? See here. I will draw the diagram. Please draw along with me. You have P1. Okay, you have P1. This P1 is XOR. This P1 is XORing with something that is called as IV. And for that IV you can write down initialization vector. IV stands for initialization vector. ये क्या होता है मैं बताता हूँ. So your plain text P1 that is getting XORed with IV. Whatever is the output, that is by using the encryption algorithm. I am writing in short encryption algorithm. So if I'm using the encryption algorithm, that means you have the key. Then whatever is the output, that is your C1. So P1 is getting converted into C1. Okay. Now I need to form the chain, cipher block chaining. Now this output will be taken and it will be given to the next XORing with P2, XORing with P2. Okay. And the output of this is again by using the encryption algorithm, by using the same key, okay, I am getting the output as C2, okay. Then again dot, okay. Again it is given to this XOR with PN, the output is again by using the encryption algorithm, by using the same key, the output we get is CN. So this is the block diagram. I will explain this block diagram. Okay, now listen. Now here we have to form the chain. So you can assume the chain is that the cipher output or cipher of one block is given as the input to other block. Okay. Now here, before I explain with the first step, let me explain with the second step. Second step में क्या है? जो भी cipher text आता है, that is getting XOR with the plain text. This plain text P2 is nothing but the second block. First block, second block, dot, nth block. So the second block is XORing with the ciphertext. Okay. So remember the size of P2 should be also the size of C1. Size of P2 should be also the size of C1. Okay. So when we do XOR, the output is given to the encryption algorithm. In the encryption algorithm, along with the key, whatever the output we get, that is your ciphertext 2. This will continue henceforth. जितने blocks उतने आपके पास steps रहेंगे. 4 blocks, 4 steps. 3 blocks, 3 steps. Now come to the first step now. First step में क्या है? Now if you see, I am doing the XORing operation over the previous ciphertext. लेकिन पहले stage के लिए XORing के लिए I do not have the previous ciphertext. So to get the previous ciphertext, or do not say the previous ciphertext, to get the initial bits. So that is why there is an initialization vector. So this initialization vector and this P1 size, they are also the same. So in general, I can say PT size equals to IV size equals to CT size. Am I right? PT size equals to IV size equals to ciphertext size. So this initialization vector, इसलिए बोलते हैं इसको initialization, because initially I do not have anything in cipher. Okay, so I should have some initialization bits, which should the size of which should be equal to the size of P1. Okay, so this initialization vector will generate some initial bits depending upon the size of P1, and that is getting XORed, and output of that is given to the encryption algorithm using the same key. So here we are using the same key, and the output C1. Then again it is given back to the next step. वहाँ पे फिर से XORing होता है, and this will continue. ये तो हो रहा है सेंटर साइड में. रिसीवर में क्या होगा? इसका रिवर्स होगा. इन द रिसीवर इसका रिवर्स होगा. ओके, वहाँ पे यहाँ पे एनक्रिप्शन एल्गोरिथम हम कर रहे थे, वहाँ पे हमको डिक्रिप्शन एल्गोरिथम करना पड़ेगा. ओके, so whatever I'm doing in the sender, the reverse will be done at the receiver. Shall we proceed? Meanwhile, if you have any question, any doubt, unmute yourself and ask me. Okay, I'm going to rub this. Yes, now we are going to go to the third one, that is OFB. OFB. OFB stands for output feedback. Output feedback. Output feedback. Okay. Now there is similarity between OFB and the fourth one, that is CFB. Okay. This is output feedback. उसके next वाला है cipher feedback. So we'll see the difference. We will also will be also able to identify the difference. Okay. So for OFB, draw the diagram. Please draw along with me. So here also you have initialization vector. Okay, initialization is of 64 bits. It is of 64 bits. Okay, this is given to the shift register. This is given to the shift register. I will explain you what is the shift register. Then in the shift register, what will happen? Now initialization vector is of 64 bits, that is given to the shift register. Shift register is also will have 64 bits because 64 bits यहाँ पे दिए. Amongst the 60 out of the 64 bits, 64 minus are on one side and other S bits are at other side. एक काम करता हूँ, इसको मैं रेड से लिखता हूँ, then it will be clear. 64 minus S, and this is S bits. So in this OFB, you can take any S bits. You can take the size of S bit, any bit. Size can be any bit. Mostly S bit is taken as 8 bit. Mostly S bit is taken as 8 bit. That means 64 minus 8 will be shifted. That is what is called as a shift register. And 8 bits will be on one side. Okay. Shift register 64 minus S and S bits. So today all together it is 64 bits. 64 bits. Now this 64 bits, ये 64 है. This 64 bits is given to the encryption algorithm. मैं short में लिख रहा हूँ. Encryption algorithm. Again by using the key. Then the output of this is given to one more block. It is given to one more block. In this block, you have to select S bits. In this block, you have to select S bits and discard 64 minus S and discard 64 minus S. I hope this is visible to everyone. Select S bits and discard 64 bits. क्योंकि एनक्रिप्शन करने के बाद यहाँ पे भी जो आउटपुट है वो भी 64 ही रहने वाला है. ओके, सो select S bits and discard 64 bits. Then अभी नीचे मेरे पास जगह नहीं है, लेकिन आपको नीचे बनाना है. मेरे पास नीचे जगह नहीं है, इसलिए मैं साइड में बना रहा हूँ. आपको नीचे बनाना है. इसका जो आउटपुट है that is XORing with P1 the plain text. अब तक plain text दिखा था अपने को? नहीं दिखा था. अभी आपको plain text दिखा है. Okay, P1. And what is the size of P1? It is S bits. इसलिए मैंने 64 minus S bits को डिस्कार्ड किया और मैंने सिर्फ S bit है. That is given to the XOR. Okay, that is given to the XOR then it is XORing with P1, which is of also 1 bits, and the output of this is C1, and the output of this is C1, and the output of this is a C1, and the output of this is a C1. ओके तो यहाँ पे मैं ऐसा कर सकता हूँ, ये भी S bits, कहीं को समझ में आ रहा तो मुझे पूछो if it is not properly visible. Output of this select S bits and discard 64 minus S is S bits. ओके और यहाँ से P1 बिट जो S बिट्स है और select S bit जो ये भी जो S bits है, they both are getting XORing, and C1 मिलेगा वो भी मेरा S bits रहेगा, C1 जो मिलेगा वो भी मेरा S bits रहेगा. ओके अभी यहाँ पे क्या करना है, यहाँ पे क्या करना है, टेक द फीडबैक नाउ बिकॉज द नेम सजेस्ट फीडबैक, फीडबैक FB फीडबैक, लेकिन कौन सा फीडबैक, आउटपुट फीडबैक, कौन सा फीडबैक, आउटपुट फीडबैक, कौन सा आउटपुट का फीडबैक, ये वाले ब्लॉक का. इफ यू सी प्रॉपरली आई विल ड्रॉ विद द रेड, दिस आउटपुट is taken, this output is taken and again it is given to the next one. अब यहाँ पे वही आएगा, शिफ्ट रजिस्टर, मैं शायद पूरा कंप्लीट नहीं कर पाऊंगा, आपको बनाना है ये, बिकॉज ऑफ स्पेस कंस्ट्रेंट आई वोंट बी एबल टू ड्रॉ. S bits, then वही फिर 64, it is given to the encryption algorithm, then it is given to the key, then again it is select S bits and discard 64 minus S. बाद में फिर से ये जाएगा XORing को, this is P2 and the output is C2 and dot 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 dot, so you will understand dot 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 dot.
सर
हाँ
सर आपने वहाँ पे लिया है और फीडबैक जो लिया है वो तो S बिट्स है ना,
हाँ वो S bits है,
तो सर वो
S bits है.
शिफ्ट रजिस्टर,
हाँ
तो
मैं
सर
बताता
वो
हूँ,
शिफ्ट रजिस्टर पे जाएगा तो
हाँ,
कैसे 64 हो?
मैं बताता हूँ, ये सिर्फ आप ये बना, मैं आपको बताता हूँ. Shall I explain now? डॉट 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 करना, बाकी ये बाकी की चीजें लेके तो बाद में करो, ये दो इंपॉर्टेंट है वो बनाओ. Now similarly step 1, step 2, I will not explain step 1, I will explain step 2, then I will explain step 1. Okay, now what is there in the step 2, what is there in the step 2? Now this is a shift register, आपको पता है shift register, left shift right shift by 1 bit, left shift right shift by 1 bit. So what is the size of this shift register? The size of the shift register is 64. The size of this register is 64. Okay, now this size of 64 register will contain S bits from the previous block, S bits from the previous block, and remaining 64 minus S bits, and the remaining 64 minus S bits. इसका मतलब क्या है, यहाँ से मैंने S bits दे दिए, I want that register size should be 64. ओके तो S bits मुझे यहाँ से आ गए, जो रिमेनिंग वाले है 64 minus S, that will be generated inside or it will be the initial one. अभी यहाँ पे देखो, अभी मुझे प्रीवियसली जनरेट करने के लिए नहीं था S bit, मुझे प्रीवियसली जनरेट करने के लिए S bit नहीं था, तो मैंने क्या किया, मैंने IV लिया, इनिशियलाइजेशन वेक्टर लिया, और इनिशियलाइजेशन वेक्टर ऑलरेडी 64 बिट का ही ले लिया, ताकि मुझे आपको दिखाना है कि रजिस्टर 64 बिट का है, ताकि इसमें भी मैंने अलग अलग किया है S bit and 64 bit. S bit means nothing but 8 bits and रिमेनिंग 64 माइनस 8 बिट्स। तो मुझे प्रीवियसली लेने के लिए कुछ नहीं था, इसलिए मैंने इनिशियलाइजेशन वेक्टर लिया, वो 64 बिट्स का है, तो ये शिफ्ट रजिस्टर मैंने 64 डंप कर दिया। तो 64 बिट्स इसमें डंप करने के बाद शिफ्ट रजिस्टर का काम है लेफ्ट शिफ्ट शिफ्ट, तो उसमें मुझे एक पोर्शन मिला जो एस बिट्स का है और रिमेनिंग पोर्शन मिला 64 माइनस एस बिट का है। ये बाद में ऑलरेडी ये 64 बिट का है, तो वही 64 आउटपुट आएगा, विल बी गिवन टू द एनक्रिप्शन एल्गोरिथम with the using of the key. The output will be also 64. This 64 will be given to the block in which I'll be only taking S bits. I'll be only taking the S bits. Okay. Now you don't think these S bits are equal to this S bits. इसका मतलब क्या है? Suppose ये 8 S bits है 1 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 और ये 8 bits वही रहने चले, ऐसे नहीं. I am taking random. This is 8 bits and this is 8 bits. So only I am select S bits. I am selecting S bits, and the other 64 minus S I am discarding. So whatever I am getting here S bits, that is given to the next block. This shift registers the size of 64. उसमें ये S जो bits मैंने select किए थे वो यहाँ पे है, and remaining are here. Then it is given to the 64. Again do the encryption. Then from this again you select the S bits. Then give to this particular P2 and P1. Actually हम ये क्यों कर रहे हैं? This is under the study of block cipher. How do you get the cipher? I am interested in cipher. So this cipher generation is done by this method in the block cipher. So your P1, where is your P1? Yes, your P1 is here. So what is the size of P1 here? It will be S bits. You can take any S bits, 8 bit, 10 bit, 16 bit, 64. You can take anyone. Mostly it is taken as 8 bits. Okay, so the block size is variable here. You can take any block size. Okay, now whatever the block size you take here, the same thing is applicable for the next block size. Okay, suppose मेरा total block data है 128 का, तो इसको 64 कर दो, इसको 64 कर दो, लेकिन वो हिसाब से आपका शिफ्ट रजिस्टर की साइज बढ़ जाएंगी. Okay, वो हिसाब से बढ़ जाएंगी, and depending upon that you will have the output. Okay, so what I mean that your S bit should be always less than the shift register size. Okay, so this is how it goes. अब यहाँ पे इनिशियलाइजेशन के लिए नहीं था, इसलिए मैंने इनिशियलाइजेशन वेक्टर लिया 64 बिट्स का, and from this 8 bits I have taken. Don't say 8 bits, you should take in general. You should say in general it is S bits. I hope you have understood this. अभी यहाँ पे एक ट्विस्ट है, ट्विस्ट ये है कि रिसीवर में we are not going to do the exact reverse. उसका मतलब ये है, in the receiver we are not going to use the decryption algorithm. Okay, that means at the decryption we are using the encryption algorithm. I will repeat again, we are using एक काम करो, ये बना दिया, नीचे में एक नोट लिखो, नोट. ये होने के बाद एक नोट लिखो नीचे. I will give you in the writing. Write down. In this OFB mode, in this OFB block cipher mode, we have to apply encryption algorithm. We have to apply encryption algorithm. We have to apply encryption algorithm at encryption and decryption process. We have to apply encryption algorithm at encryption बोले तो at the sender, as well as at the decryption process, अब इसका मतलब क्या है? Let me explain you. आपने क्या लिखा है? We have to apply encryption algorithm. मैंने अब तक आपको यही बताया कि encryption algorithm is used at the sender side and decryption algorithm is used at the receiver side. लेकिन मैंने आपको क्या बताया? Encryption algorithm is used at the encryption itself, that means at the sender side, as well as at the decryption process. उसका मतलब क्या है? For example, I want to I want to do on the two blocks, P1 and P2. Okay, P1 and P2. Now suppose for this P1, I'm using K. Suppose that for P1 I'm using K1. For P2 I'm using K2. Okay, for P1 I'm using K1. For P2 I'm using K2. In the receiver what will happen? मैंने क्या बताया था, एनक्रिप्शन एल्गोरिथम एट द एनक्रिप्शन एज वेल एज डिक्रिप्शन प्रोसेस में, दोनों साइड में. तो रिसीवर में क्या होगा, रिसीवर में वी हैव टू यूज द एनक्रिप्शन, but that encryption will be using the key by using the key K2. बाद में फिर से और एक ब्लॉक आएगा रिसीवर में, वहां पे भी मुझे एनक्रिप्शन करना है बाय यूजिंग द एनक्रिप्शन की K1. इसका मतलब क्या है, सेंडर में K1 K2, रिसीवर में K2 K1. सपोज मेरे पास 3 ब्लॉक्स है, K1 K2 K3 सेंडर में, रिसीवर में K3 K2 K1. सो एक्चुअली वी आर नॉट डूइंग द डिक्रिप्शन जो हम यूजुअली करते थे. वी आर डूइंग व्हाट, वी आर यूजिंग द एनक्रिप्शन एल्गोरिथम एट डिक्रिप्शन प्रोसेस. We are using encryption algorithm at decryption process. That is the meaning. Okay, लेकिन की ऐसी यूज होंगी, जो सबसे लास्ट में यूज होंगी वो पहले वहां पे यूज होंगी, और जो सबसे पहले यूज है वो सबसे लास्ट में वहां पे यूज होंगी. I hope you have understood this. And this is applicable for OFB as well as for CFB. इसके बाद वाला इस पे भी applicable है और नेक्स्ट वाले पे भी applicable है. Then if you ask me what about the first two, that is ECB and CBC, वहां पे क्या है, वो नॉर्मल है. डिक्रिप्शन एल्गोरिथम इज यूज एट द डिक्रिप्शन मोड या फिर डिक्रिप्शन प्रोसेस. वो नॉर्मल जो हम हमेशा करते हैं वैसे रहने वाला है, सिर्फ वो पहले दो में, और सिर्फ ये दो में, ये वाला और CFB वाला, उसमें सिर्फ यही चेंज है कि रिसीवर में वी आर डूइंग द एनक्रिप्शन एल्गोरिथम, वी आर यूजिंग द एनक्रिप्शन एल्गोरिथम एज अ डिक्रिप्शन प्रोसेस, और दैट इज एट द डिक्रिप्शन साइड. I hope you have understood. If it is okay, shall I proceed? Shall we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now write down the next one, that is CFB. और इसमें एक ही मॉडिफिकेशन है, आपको समझ में आएगा वो. CFB लिखो, बाद ये होमवर्क करना है. CFB लिखो, आगे लिखो, साइफर टेक्स्ट is used as an input. Cipher text is used as an input to the other block. Cipher text is used as an input to the other block. Cipher text is used as an input to the other block. अभी सिर्फ यही चेंज है, ये देखो मैं चेंज बता रहा हूँ, बाद में याद में रख के चेंज कर लेना. ये फीडबैक निकालो, और ये फीडबैक, ये जो C1 है ना, आउटपुट का C1, वो C1 से एक निकाल के इधर दे दो, बस हो गया. ये जो C1 जहाँ से आउटपुट आ रहा है वहां का एक आउटपुट जाएगा यहाँ पे, बस यही चेंज है. नो मोर चेंजेस, यही चेंज है, नो मोर चेंजेस. Again, this is for more security or to have the different options. Instead of taking from here, you can take from here also. Okay, so this is all block cipher methods. So you will do this as a homework. Write down the last one, draw fast the last one. Once you understood this, we'll go with the specific block cipher method. Okay, वो ज्यादा कॉम्प्लेक्स है. These are little bit simple, वो ज्यादा कॉम्प्लेक्स है. So next lecture is more important. Okay, I mean herefore all the lectures are important. जिसने एक लेक्चर भी अपसेट रह गए तो वो आगे का उनको नहीं समझ में आएगा. The last one is counter mode. COUNTER, काउंटर. जैसे रजिस्टर पढ़ा है आपने, वैसे काउंटर भी शायद आपने लोगों ने पढ़ा होगा. Okay, so counter. So I am using the counter now. Draw it fast along with me. I'm using the counter. Now the counter length, as far as the counter is concerned, iski length should be equal to the length of plain text. Length of plain text. Okay. Length of counter should be the same as the plain text length. Okay. Now this counter, iska jo length hai, will be given to the encryption algorithm. Then using the key, whatever the output I have, that is getting XOR with the P1 to generate C1. So जैसे आपके रजिस्टर रहता है वैसे ही काउंटर रहता है. इसकी साइज और आपकी प्लेन टेक्स्ट की साइज should be the same. Now this counter output is given to the encryption algorithm. So a key with the key along with this output is getting we get the encrypted output. The encrypted output. That encrypted output is again XORed with the plain text. And the output of this is C1. The output of this is a C1. This is happening for the P1 block. What will happen to the P2 block? P2 block में सिर्फ एक change है. Your counter value will be incremented by 1. So this time your counter becomes counter plus 1. Your counter value is incremented by 1. So this time it becomes counter plus 1. Again repeat the same thing. Encryption algorithm along with the same key generate the output XOR with the plain text given by P2. The output is C2. Okay. And ... last में you will write down counter. मैं यहाँ पे लिख रहा हूँ counter plus n-1. और बाकी के सब वही सेम रहेंगे. n-1 बाकी के सब सेम रहेंगे. So this is the only change. I hope everything is clear now, crystal clear. Please revise whatever I have done. Today's lecture was really important to understand the further aspects. Okay, to get the clarity. So in the next lecture we'll be starting with the two important ones, and 100% this question is asked. जो हम अभी next lecture में लेने वाला हूँ. 100% the questions are asked, and even the next lecture is also important as far as your practicals are concerned. So practicals में हम इसी पे लेने वाले. So do not dare to be absent in the next lecture. Okay. तो कितना भी important काम है, कुछ भी रहने दो, you have to be present. Is it clear? If everything is okay, हाँ बोलो.
सर सिर्फ पहले काउंटर का लेंथ प्लेन टेक्स्ट के साथ इक्वल होना चाहिए क्या? आगे के काउंटर का तो फिर इक्वल नहीं होगा ना? नहीं, आगे का काउंटर प्लस 1 करना है. तो सपोज काउंटर आपने लिया, सपोज काउंटर आपने प्लेन टेक्स्ट का और ये दोनों मिला के किया. The length should be the same. Okay. So counter आपने suppose 9 लिया counter. Okay. So 9 plus 1 that means it means 10. Okay. So 9 plus 1 equals to count 10. That means your counter will count till 10 value, but it will take the initial values. इसका मतलब सिर्फ क्या है, आपके काउंटर में जो नंबर्स आते हैं ना, सपोज आपका प्लेन टेक्स्ट 9 है लेंथ और काउंटर का भी जो लेंथ है वो 9 है, तो इसमें जो नंबर्स आते हैं ना इनिशियली ये फिक्स्ड ही रहते. जब हम इंक्रीमेंट करते हैं तो सिर्फ वो वैल्यूज पुटअप होते हैं अंदर, लेकिन इसका साइज सेम ही रहता है. ये 9 है तो साइज 9 ही रहने वाला है. दैट इज द मीनिंग. सिर्फ एक एडिशन होके वो दैट विल बी ऑक्यूपाइड. तो ये जब 9 स्पेस है, इफ प्लेन टेक्स्ट इज 9 एंड काउंटर साइज इज ऑल्सो 9, यू आर इंक्रीमेंटिंग. दैट मीन्स ये जो इनिशियल पहले जो अंदर जो कुछ नंबर थे वो अभी चेंज होके वहां पे कुछ दूसरे नंबर आएंगे. दैट इज द ओनली मीनिंग. दैट मीन्स दिस काउंटर एंड दिस काउंटर आर डिफरेंट. द साइज रिमेन्स द सेम, लेकिन अंदर जो वैल्यू है दे डिफर. दैट इज द मीनिंग. ओके सर।
हाँ, ये साइज सेम रहती है, साइज सेम रहती है, सिर्फ अंदर की वैल्यू चेंज होती है जब मैं काउंटर प्लस 1 करता हूँ। ओके, बिकॉज 9 का बाइनरी वैल्यू और 10 का बाइनरी वैल्यू बोथ आर डिफरेंट। 9 का बाइनरी वैल्यू and 10 का बाइनरी वैल्यू आर different. That is the meaning. I have given an example just to make you understand. 9 and 10 I have taken, but you take any 8-bit numbers. If the size is 8, okay, you have to convert into binaries. 9 की binary और 10 की binary different है. That is the meaning. Priyanka, you have taken the attendance?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Okay, those who don't have any doubt, they can leave. जिसको कुछ doubt है, they can ask me. And please don't remain absent in the next lecture. That is more important.